start today's session. There are some more members to join. Anyway, I just will start the preliminary so that. So today it is session 7 of unit 1. Okay. So based on the feedback that I've received, there were 2 queries. One is regarding writing of the homework. No help. You can open your portfolio. So today first I'll start with the portfolio. You can open your portfolio and look at exemplar for your ideas. Okay. So only one exemplar is shared. So please, you do not copy anything from that exemplar, but you can use that as a base to work out your writing. Okay. Next is time is needed for exploration of topics. Unfortunately, it is only a 17 session program and 3 hours per week. So guided learning will only happen when you read the topics and come. If you are not prepared, the session, we cannot be giving time for reading. Okay. So I request you to come prepared for the topic so that you will feel comfortable exploring and also discussing about the topic. So before we start today's session, you can actually, any one of you can share your portfolio. You know, the login ID that was given from Cambridge portal. Those who did not get after this meeting, please let us know. Okay, by next week, I'll see that that is created. Those who have joined late may not have got the portfolio ID. So you can just ping with us separately so that we can create it. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Can anyone share the portfolio? Sorry, my net just dropped. You have your login ID. Do you remember the first class we shared the login ID? If you have set your password, please open it and share it. One of you can do it. What happened? Kushi, you remember you sent me the mail?
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. I remember it. I'm trying to open it. Give me 2 minutes.
You should have. You should set an email and password.
Yes,
that
yes,
email, password, and star mark it to your browser. Okay. Bookmark it to your browser so that you will not have problem again opening it and doing it. Yeah.
Sai, could you please check on Alicia? She's not able to join the meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you able to log in? What happened? Yes, what happened? None of you are able to open? No, Shravanti, I can understand. You didn't get. That's why I said those who did not get, you can ping us so that we will create separately. Others opened? No.
Ma'am, can I share? I think this one just I'm checking
Okay,
once.
share it, I'll tell you. You have received a mail, remember, with Cambridge that you will have to open. Not this, 1 minute, 1 minute. This is FESDA site. Type the portal, 1 minute. I'll give you the portal address. It's in the chat box, click. Shravanti, don't do it because your ID is not created as far as I remember. Hmm. Kushi, now you're able to open?
1 minute, ma'am. I'm trying it.
Been received that. I mean, the first day when I have come, right now, ma'am, you have sent me the mail. But when I'm trying to open it, it was telling us it has been expired.
You should actually keep a password ready because no, it will not work afterwards. That's the. You do one thing, Shravanti, click the mail ID in that particular portal and give forgot password.
Okay.
Click your mail ID that was registered in the portal and give forgot password. Remember, it is through this portal that we are going to upload. So please do not miss it. None of you are able to open?
Ma'am, it has been opened like Cambridge Assessment, International Education. This one only, ma'am. Online learning dashboard.
Share it. Then I can tell you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm asking them to open the Cambridge portal, ma'am, for e-portfolio. This is the portal that you have to remember the mail ID that we shared given the first meeting that you will have to insert and the password. Shravanti, can you share?
Ma'am, I have opened, ma'am. I just sent
Can you share then? One of you, if you share, remember this meeting is recorded. Afterwards, you can go back and see how exactly and what exactly to go about doing.
Ma'am, actually, we are not able to share it, ma'am. We are not able to get it.
I have given multi-participant sharing. Check.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, this one only. Correct. Veena ma'am, correct. Now click on PDQ Connect, ma'am. You should get your portal like this. Okay. And go to PDQ Connect.
I'm connecting. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, please concentrate. Click on Create, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Copy. Click on Copy. You can see towards your right-hand side. No,
Just
copy,
a second.
copy.
1 second, ma'am. My the Zoom screen is
Please go down, ma'am. Now, 1 minute, 1 minute. I'll just show you. Can you see Cambridge International Certificate in Teaching and Learning Portfolio Overview? This?
Yes, ma'am.
So what you have to do is copy collection. Click on copy collection. The same line extreme you get copy collection.
Yes, ma'am.
Click on
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Just a
Yes.
minute. Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. Now in the place of template, only delete the word template and put
Okay.
your complete name, Veena Sriram in capitals.
Okay.
Yeah. The remaining you leave it, ma'am. Later we will do. Go down, ma'am. Go down, go down. Now all that not required. Just go down. Yeah. Continue. Edit collection pages. Now here, remember you will get all the pages that are required. Once you copy collection, you will get all the pages. Can just go down, ma'am. Pages already in the connect collection. Can you see? 1 minute. Can you see 4 pages will be
Yes,
there?
yes, ma'am.
1, 2. So unit 1, you will be uploading in unit 1 page. Unit 2 in unit 2 page. Unit 3 in unit 3 page. After all the units are approved, I'll tell you when to upload, but this collection, you should keep it ready. Okay. And please click on the, you can continue share, you click on, ma'am. Continue share. Now here you will be getting a secret URL. Okay. So click on secret URL plus new secret URL. Okay. So this, you can see the copy symbol. Do not click again the new secret URL. This copy symbol which is there. Okay. Can you see the copy symbol?
Yes, ma'am.
That you will have to copy it and mail this secret URL to me. Once you have done it, do not touch this page. Okay. Because if this URL is given to me, I can check your portfolio. So my mail ID will be trainertl@ambitiousworldschool.com. Okay.
So now I should
So
copy it.
Veena ma'am, you can, yes, copy and no, you can mail it. Copy, open your mail, and you can close this, ma'am. Close this. It's just an information that it's copied to your clipboard.
Okay.
Open your mail ID. You can just directly send it to me.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Once you complete that, you let us know. I will show you how to navigate through your portfolio. Use your registered mail
Yes.
ID. Gastron,
Yes,
that
yes.
one you have to use.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do that. I'll do that.
You can stop sharing and you can
Yes,
do
ma'am.
the
I'll
mail
do that.
button. Yeah. Others, please go through again this particular part of the video and create your portfolio and send your URL. Once ma'am has sent, I'll ask her to open again. Then from PDQ Connect, we'll again go how to navigate through your portfolio. I'll just show you. Others, those who have your email ID, please log in and try. If the password is not working, click on forget password. If it's automated, it will come. Otherwise, you will have to wait till tomorrow. If it's not coming, you please inform us. No, with another mail ID, we will have to register it.
Ma'am, among the collection title, which option do I need to select, ma'am? To
Which one?
copy
I didn't understand, Preeti.
Ma'am, that page has opened where all the options, Veena has selected one and then we went to the copy.
Cambridge International Certificate for Teaching and Learning.
Oh.
You see that copy collection. Do not copy page. Copy collection you will have to do.
Okay, ma'am.
You just need, Veena ma'am, you just need to mention secret URL. That's it.
Okay, ma'am. No,
Yeah.
I'm having some.
And copy info also in the mail. Info FESDA also must be copied in the mail where you're sending your secret URL. And please do not click again on that, because if your URL changes, then the same will go to Cambridge. It will be wrong. Okay. So whatever you're doing now, the same we will be sending once your portfolio is done. Okay. Push Preeti ma'am, if you're not able to do it, just share it. I'll tell you. It's not an issue because I have not removed the share option. You can share it. We will, I'll guide you. Others also, please try it out. Okay. You will have to rename your template and keep it.
Alicia, you have joined late, right? Are you able to follow? There was some technical issue, so Alicia joined just now.
Okay. Okay.
She might not be able to access the
Alicia, you
link
remember
also.
the first day we gave you a mail ID that was registered to Cambridge portal? You said you received the mail from Cambridge. Oh, please check your audio, Alicia. Others are able to hear? Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Just do one thing. You have a, okay, she will not be able to hear. Yeah, okay, she is able to hear, right? Thank you. Okay, Alicia, you remember the first day you had a mail ID that was registered to Cambridge? Alicia? Okay, she's again got stuck. Veena ma'am, yours is done? Veena or Preeti?
Ma'am, I'm just having a problem accessing my mail. I'll just finish it up. There is some change password that has happened, so I'm finding it difficult
No, ma'am,
to
one thing you
mail
do.
it.
No. What I'm saying is you use a WhatsApp, okay? To
Yes.
yourself, you copy paste, because once you copy, then something else you copy, it will be missed.
Okay, I'll
Copy
do that.
paste in your WhatsApp and WhatsApp it to you. Afterwards, you can mail it. Okay.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Ma'am, I have the email ID as info.fesda. That is there, ma'am. What's the other email ID, ma'am?
trainertl@ambitusworldschool.com.
Okay.
Okay, once you've done it, mailed it, Preeti or Veena, anyone, can you just share your screen so that I'll just guide you through the portfolio, then we'll start the session. Please remember, as candidates, now sometimes it may happen that no, I may not be able to reach you, but if you are within each other's reachable range, okay, you please help each other through this portfolio. Okay, only in the portfolio. I'm not asking regarding the content and all that. It's regarding portfolio uploading. You can help them. Okay. See, I'll definitely help 3 or 4 candidates who are uploading first. So the next batch can talk to those who have uploaded earlier and get. Okay, ma'am, Alicia actually has a connection issue.
Ma'am, got it. We tried. Again, I think she's reconnecting. We'll just see.
Yeah, can anyone share?
Ma'am, I have shared the URL with you.
Good
I hope so
morning,
you're
That's okay. That's
Morning,
okay.
ma'am.
I'm asking to share the screen.
Oh, 1 second.
Alicia, good morning. Please log into cambridgelearning.org. I think she has some issue.
Yes, ma'am. Connectivity issue. I've got yours, Preeti.
Yeah, ma'am.
Preeti, avoid using your official ID.
Ma'am, I used my official ID. One second, I'll just check.
Yeah, it's come as vice principal. Okay, it's fine. Your URL is
Okay,
not
ma'am,
in
by
that.
mistake I have done. Yeah.
No issues, no issues. Right? Afterwards, you can anyway copy
Sure,
paste and
ma'am.
again you can do it. It's not a. So in the PDQ Connect, if you have shared,
I'm sharing my screen, ma'am. One second.
yes, yes. I'll show you where exemplars are. So you can download and you can take down the templates also from your portal. Okay. And we
Yeah,
will
ma'am.
not be sharing the templates this time. We expect you to download because you will have to take the latest templates. Go to PDQ Connect.
Yes,
Go
ma'am.
down, your portfolio is created, so don't touch anything. You can go to help say, can you see Preeti, your portfolio is created. I think you've created 2. You will go down, don't click on create, just go down. Can you see there? Little bit up,
Yes, ma'am. Here.
go down, go up again. That's it.
Yeah.
So you have created 2, 1 you will have to delete. Otherwise you will get confused which one you are using. So then no, your secret URL also you will have to check.
Okay, ma'am.
So delete one and then create. Okay. Now that you can do later. Just go up now.
Yes,
Help. Click on help. Now can you see there guidance for candidates?
yes,
So
ma'am.
you can go through this guidance for candidates for all your guidance requirements. Okay. And what program leaders are required to do, you get it from the program leaders guidance. Now go down, you have the evidence requirements and exemplar portfolios. Okay. Now click on evidence requirements. Now here, go down. Now here you will be clicking on the first part. Cambridge International Certificate in Teaching and Learning. Alicia, you were saying something?
No, ma'am. I'm just
Listening. Okay. Now here you go down. Can you see? This is the mod. 1 minute. Go up a little bit. Yeah, stop. Can you see here? Unit 1 assessment template. So this blue color link is the template that you have to download for your unit 1. Okay. You cannot modify this template. Do not change the font of the template. Your writing should also be similar to that of the font because automatically it will come based on the font that is set on the template. Do not change anything of the template. Okay. Go down. Now unit 2, whatever is required is given here. You can read this. This is in very brief. Go down. EOPs are given. Can you see?
Yes,
go down.
ma'am.
Little bit
Evidence
down.
of practice.
Down. Yeah. Now can you see the 2 links? So in unit 2, you have 2 templates. One is the lesson plan template and the second one is the observer feedback template. Okay. Both the templates have to be downloaded for unit 2. Next, go down. Go down. You have 3 templates in unit 3. You have lesson plan template, observer feedback template, and activity log template for unit 3. So all the template requirements you will be downloading only from here. Okay. And do not ask us where you can get from because you have to open your portfolio and download the templates, latest templates. See, even if we share, it may be the old templates. So please go to the site and download the templates so that you will have the latest templates with you. Okay, go up. And those who are uploading this year, it will come as 2024. Next year, remember, there will be a slight change. So 2025 templates, if you are uploading in January, it has to be with 2025 templates. Okay. Now, Again, go to online learning dashboard. On the top it is. Can you see? Left-hand side top on the black strip.
Left-hand side. Okay, yeah.
PDQ Connect. Again, go to help. Now go to exemplar portfolios.
Sinduri, you're there,
Go
right?
down.
Are you having problem?
Now, can you see 4164 certificate in teaching and learning? First one. Yeah. So you click on that, you will be getting your exemplar portfolios. You can download along with the examiner's feedback. Okay. What are the modifications that is required? You will get exactly what is that is required. Okay. From the examiner's feedback also. Got it? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, any questions till now? We will have another session when you are. Okay. Okay, Sindhu. Right. So, whenever you're uploading, again, we will have a meeting. Okay. One-on-one meeting for checking how exactly it is and how you have to work on it. So, that will be a group of small batch meeting that we will be having. Okay. Clear all of you? Anyone has any doubts still how to download the exemplar portfolios and all that? And your evidence requirements? Are all of you clear? You can again check back on this recording and you can see how exactly to go about doing. Uploading in the portfolio, once you have done, I'll show you again once more in the class how exactly you can upload in the portfolio. Just download the templates and keep it so that we can work according to the units. Okay. Yeah. So I'm just starting today's session. Those
Ma'am,
who
can
have
I
missed,
stop sharing, ma'am?
yeah, I've already stopped.
Okay, okay.
So the first activity of the day is pick out one area that you are passionate about and learn. Remember, it is not about your school learning, something out of the school that you had so much of interest, okay, and how you struggled to learn it. Did you learn anything about it? Where is it available? When is it available? What was the time you spent? What was the cost that you put in? Why did you find all the details and put effort in learning it? What made you do so? So we will have a short discussion on this. This is a thinking strand. I'm just sharing in the chat box. I'll share it in your group also. So think about and then we'll have a small discussion. Please understand this is not about your school learning. Okay. It's about something that you were passionate about and how you learned it.
I don't know. What's going on today?
Anyone would like to speak? Yes, Kushi.
Yeah, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. This was like during pandemic situation, like when like I was eager, want to learn more teaching techniques at that time, like how I can approach and also I thought I used to see more and more videos. Then I came to know about whole brain teaching, ma'am. Whole brain teaching,
Okay.
teaching and techniques. So I thought of exploring more about it. And I came to know about the course and all. It was online only because it was pandemic. So I have done, it was not like here, ma'am. It is like US based. It's not like that. So there are many techniques in that and many approaches to many approaches and all. So I have done two, like I have done that course and I got the bronze certificate and silver certificate. Then for the golden certificate, I was thinking to apply for it, but what happened because of the pandemic, they need live class approach and all. So that was, I was not able to do there. So it was not costing, it was free of cost, but I learned many things there. It was like all the teaching techniques and lesson plans I have done and the way they approaching the students and all. It was very good technique, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Kushi. Preeti.
Ma'am, it doesn't need to be only teaching, learning and all,
No,
right?
it need not be teaching learning.
Okay, ma'am. So I can say like my major passion was cooking. So and
Okay.
that I explored it when I was in grade 12 because I had my home science as a subject, and where in the examination thing we had to cook something. And before that I had never an experience, though I'm a very big foodie. So I did not know that I could cook so well because we all in a team we made pudding. Actually, it was a bread pudding and it came up very well, and that actually motivated me because we got very good grades and all. And I started exploring, and that time we didn't have much of YouTube and all, but we used to have those books and all where I used to check. And during my holidays I used to help my mom in cooking. And then I would love when my all my family members would praise and compliment, and they loved my cooking. And that also actually gave me a sort of relaxation also. When I used to feel very much stressed out, I would just go and make something, and that created an atmosphere of happiness, and which I actually loved doing. And now I carry it now till now, like I whenever I get a little stressed out, I try to make something good. I And now we have everything very handy, YouTube videos and all, which we never have tasted different type of cuisines and also I try it, and I think so this was something that I've learned very well.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Veena, ma'am.
Ma'am, it is about crochet. When I was a kid, I used to see my mom do it very effortlessly, and even my elder sibling. But somehow I never used to get it right. So the tension never used to be okay, or I used to miss the counts, and it never used to come out very well like how they used to do it. So I had almost given up, thinking I'm not going to. It is not my cup of tea as a teenager. Then much later on in life, when I saw my mother-in-law knitting and doing crochet, my interest was renewed. And that time, just by looking at her, and she had quite a lot of books, referring to her books that were there, I started doing it, and I really enjoy doing it. Even now, it is a stress buster for me. From not giving up to again coming back to it was real fun.
Please note those points. No, there are some questions that are associated with it. Yes, ma'am. Shampa, ma'am.
I'm actually like I started having interest in driving when I was in Dubai. So for initially, I thought I didn't have the nerve to drive because I was very scared with the speed on the road and everything. But then I put in my mind that if these Pakistanis can drive so well, then I being like, I felt I was more intelligent than them to adapt to the situation, to the speed and everything. And I learned driving. And not only driving, like my passion went to sand dribbling, where we had to like turn on the sand and everything. So like I was proud of myself that I could achieve that knack of like putting the tires to 20 pressure and then taking the vehicle on a sand dribbling and everything. So That was an extra effort I put on learning something which I feared to learn.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. I'll stop with Shravanti. Yes, Shravanti.
Yeah, ma'am, regarding language learning, language means doesn't mean that English or something like Hindi. That too not reading and writing, ma'am, speaking. So as we have Telugu, I had most of my friends in apartment who are Hindi speaking and they fluently speak in Hindi to communicate in Hyderabad. That's common. But I don't know how to speak in a proper way. That made my curiosity to talk to them. I started learning. So my children are very good in Hindi speaking. Like I started learning with them. But however, see, never my friends have laughed or made fun of me. Like I don't know the endings of the sentences. Like he and she, ending past tense and present tense, singular and plural. So still, I started speaking to them. They have started correcting me when I started to speak to them. Later on, now I can't say I'm perfect. Yes, ma'am. I have learned from them a lot and from my children.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Saujanya, one more I can go, then let me stop. Yeah. Saujanya.
Ma'am, it's about grain art. I've
Okay.
been to Goa a couple of years back. So I have seen someone writing a name on a grain, any
Mm.
grain, it might be a rice or something. Then I asked them to give me 1 grain of my name. So they charged me something around 50 rupees. Then I realized it is very good. And why can't I, learn this art, grain, how to hold the grain properly, how to write it properly. Then last few years I'm working on it. And this Guru Purnima, I've mastered it actually. I've made a Buddha, even art also I have worked on it, painting and art. So now I've made Gautam Buddha and I've taken all the grains, wrote all, I mean, on each grain I have wrote my Guruji's name. We have a special Guruji. So and on the Buddha, I've made all the grains attached Guruji's name on it and I gifted to my Guruji and he felt so good that you did all this by yourself. So I think that I mastered it, grain art. And now I can easily write a grain, name on any grain.
Very
So
good.
that's it.
Yeah. Now my question to all those who have presented. Okay. What do you think made you learn these things? It was
Curiosity,
not mandatory that you have to learn, no.
Interest.
Curiosity.
interest,
Interest,
Just
passion.
okay.
Passion
Was
and
it only
interest.
interest? Was it
Curiosity,
only
ma'am, to learn.
curiosity? Very good, right?
Passion.
Passion, okay, nice, right?
Challenge.
Challenge, yes, for
Yes.
ma'am it was challenge. I also noted down as challenge,
Yeah.
right?
Situation.
Challenge, then
If someone can do, why not we?
right, situation, very good, yes.
If someone can master it or someone can do it, why not we?
Why not me, right? Yes. Seeing others, because Veena ma'ams were seeing others when they are able to do, why am I not able to? That question, yes. What exactly makes us do things?
Motivation. Like when we learn.
Motivation. So today's topic is actually about motivation. So we are going to learn more about motivation and our LOP is totally about motivation, motivating students. Review teaching methods and learning activities. They means you as candidates use in their practice to engage and motivate students to learn. So today, what the key questions that we will be answering are, what is your personal understanding of term motivation? That's why this prior activity was done. Why motivation is considered an important part of the learning process. What is the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation? What teaching methods and learning activities in your classroom practice do you think engage and motivate your students to learn? What teaching methods and learning activities in your experience as a learner engaged and motivated you to learn? So remember all these examples that we have discussed, we will be continuously talking about it based on the different situations that we will be coming across. Okay. So to start with, the first one is read the resource. What do you understand by student motivation and engagement? And answer it in the Excel sheet that is shared. I'll share it in the chat box, this WhatsApp also. You are able to open the link?
Yes, ma'am.
We will add to it, ma'am. There are certain names
Yes.
already done.
1 minute, 1 minute. No,
Yes, ma'am. It's
there
in
is no
various.
names.
No, the first
1
doc,
minute.
ma'am.
Which sheet are you opening?
Ma'am, that same, there are many entries already, ma'am.
Ashwini Panali, Tanuja.
No, that was last batch. So just
Yeah,
see,
ma'am.
this is the same, this one, the next one I've shared.
1 second.
Yeah, this one is new, ma'am.
Yeah, this is an empty template.
I don't know how it went to that. Please write your name and no, write after reading, write about engagement and motivation. The question is, what is the difference between engagement? What do we know about student motivation and engagement? What do you understand or the difference between them? Are you able to do it?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. I only see Shravanti, Shampa ma'am's and Revati's name here. Others. Oh, they are doing it down. Okay. Okay. Are you able to do? Yeah. I'll give another 2 minutes and then we'll close this activity. Then we'll have a wrap of engagement. What is engagement and what is motivation? Completed? Just a minute. Yeah. So can you just in brief tell me what is that you understand about engagement and what is that you understand about motivation? Yes. What is that you understand about engagement? And with examples, can you just tell me what is that you understand about motivation? What is that you understand about engagement? Yes, Alicia. Alicia, yes.
Ye-
Alicia? Alicia, we are not able to hear you.
Yeah, ma'am. Can I speak, ma'am?
1 minute. Neelam, yes, Neelam.
Good morning, ma'am. Motivation is a personal trait. Like we do things, why we are
Okay.
doing that thing. It
Okay.
is a thought process where we are inclined to do something. But engagement is the action we put to do something. Like suppose
Engagement is the action. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Motivation is
motivation is our personal thought process of doing something. Why we are doing that thing and how we are doing that thing, why should we do that thing. So that is what is motivation is. Like for example, I may be motivated to learn driving, but engagement is actually doing the driving process, engaged in learning or driving.
okay. Okay. Engaged is that I understood. But motivation, can you give me an example for motivation?
Like I will be motivated to learn driving or motivated to do the action, but I may
Okay.
not be doing the action as it. When I do the action, then it is called engagement.
Yes, correct. Correct. So how exactly are you involved in doing the action? What is that actually makes you do the action? You're saying it is personal.
No, no, it is motivation means when we think and our inclination to do something.
Inclination?
To do something.
Yeah. So how do you get that inclination? That is my question.
It can be like we ourselves think that we should do, or somebody encourages us to do something. It can be,
Okay. So somebody encourages you to do something. Just
or we ourselves
Creates.
can be encouraged, or it is our thought process.
yeah. So it is the thought process. Very fine. Right. Now, okay, Neelam, I'll stop you. I'll ask further. Alicia, just try. Can you speak? No. Do one thing. Check your audio, no, for listening. Sinduri, can you?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Ma'am, engagement is actual involvement of anyone, ma'am. Like our involvement to do
Yeah.
the action.
Ah,
And whereas motivation is that the reason why to do, uh, for what purpose and what we can learn.
okay.
If we raise the question of what we can learn, we can motivate. Motivation comes for what are the purpose of learning.
Motivation comes with a purpose of learning. Very good. Yes, it comes with a purpose of learning.
Yes.
Okay, it comes with, that's very true. So it comes with the purpose of
Learning.
learning. Yes. Then next person, Kushi. Kushi.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Like I feel like engagement is about that like energy, like where the person will keep it in action. Motivation is
Very
that like
true.
we will get that energy, like desire to get that work done, and the forces behind our
Ah,
behavior or our work and all.
okay. Okay, it is about the forces.
Motivation is like something some people will help, like motivate you in with the some forces like encouragement words or encouragement actions.
Mhm.
Like that.
Okay. Okay, who's the next? Revati, can you? Revati?
Ma'am, I will type, ma'am. There is a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Preeti ma'am?
Yeah, ma'am. Motivation actually is the particular, you can say it is externally driven, ma'am. For when we are talking about motivation, as I just connected with my example, ma'am, I was motivated to cook because I was liking the compliments and the happiness and the praise that I was getting. And engagement is something which is internally driven, ma'am. It is a personal connect with the activity that we are doing. So when we are engaged in cooking and all, we are focused on the task, and it is something which is stimulating and helping us to do it better. So that is driven by the motivation that we are getting engaged. And as I read that particular article, ma'am, I was checking how children are also engaged. That completely depends on the motivation that they get from their learning. So if they are motivated and engaged properly in the class and motivated in the class, then they that makes the learning interesting, and then they are interested to get attend classes and all. That is what I was seeing, ma'am. So the more they are
Very,
engaged, the more they are and motivated, the more they will be interested in coming to the classes, and that will help in their learning.
very true, very true. Yes, Shravanti. Alicia, in case you're not able to speak, you can type it up.
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
Shravanti.
Motivation is that which inspires us, ma'am, to start learning or pursuing the task, anything. Whereas engagement is like how much we are actively participating or how much we pay the attention or involvement to finish our motivated to learn, to
Ah,
motivated to learn is the
yes.
engagement, ma'am.
Very true. More, no, action is engagement. See, I am
Yes.
100% involved in it. That is what is engagement. Okay, action or energy that you're spending on it, that is engagement. Right. Mukampika, I'll stop with Mukampika and we'll move forward.
Ma'am,
Yes, Mukampika.
motivation is the desire that initiates towards achieving a goal, ma'am.
Very true.
And engagement is active involvement, attention, and participating in it.
Active involvement, attention, and participation is known as engagement. So when actually engagement happens, that means what? The student is highly motivated. And what is the sign of engagement for a teacher also? You will think that 40 minutes has passed in 2 seconds, or that's 2 minutes. Okay, that means you are highly engaged in your class. Okay, and when a student does an activity and he says, no, ma'am, time is over, ma'am, that means what? He is totally engaged and engrossed in that activity. That is what is engagement. And after an activity, when you see that smile in the student's face, that means the student is motivated during that activity. So that is where engagement and motivation works hand in hand. Now, the third activity is list down the things that motivate you and why do you consider them as motivation. For this, you will have to read the resource, that is Learning Theories, Chapter 8 on Motivation from page 345. Last week's resource, this is not this week's resource, last week's resource. That's a book. Remember, I told you it's a book. So you will have to keep it handy. Okay, almost all the chapters we will be going through. And there is one more thing when we talk of neuroscience, because neuroscience is the latest among the learning theories. It is about the amount of the hormones that are released during the learning process. Okay, that actually facilitates motivation. So generally we say daily dose of happiness, isn't it? DOSC, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphin. So when you're teaching in your classes also, you should have an awareness of how these hormones actually are released, or when you motivate and how you motivate, to see that these are happening in your class. Okay. As you can add this theory also in your no, reflections. Okay. Neuroscience also you can add.
Ma'am, which page number did you say, ma'am? Kindly repeat.
345.
Okay.
You can take a short break and come back, and you can list down the things that actually motivate you. So already 10:35. So 10:40 we will meet. Okay, 10:40 we will meet. So take a short break and come back. Yeah, welcome back. So yes, now you can list down the things that motivate you and why do you consider that as motivation? Yeah, you can start typing. You can add your thoughts. Are you still reading?
Ma'am, can I speak?
Okay, you want to speak? Speak, please.
Like the things, the first three motivated things that she has told to the students, ma'am. In the first, to the first student, she's telling, like she was encouraging, she knew about the level of the student, how he or she can perform it. So she is encouraging her to do it better.
Okay.
And if to the second student, though he does it well, she is actually making a continuous improvement. She wanted to make him do a continuous improvement.
So what type of motivation do you see in that example? To the highly performing child, what type of motivation do you see?
Ma'am, to the high performance, I can see it as metacognition.
Okay, metacognition. Okay.
Like the student knew already, and he is actually comparing himself with the other students, saying that he has done it very well. But then the teacher is encouraging the student that don't compare it to yourself, to your friends. Better you think that how you can do it much more better. So that is where he is asking the student to think about his thinking. That
Very
is
good.
metacognition.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
That's three I couldn't read it complete, ma'am. By this three, I was
Okay.
able
Okay.
to.
Okay. There is a session flow also shared with you. Please go through the session flow. You will understand what are the resources that you will have to read. Any previous resources that you have to read, it will be mentioned in the session flow. Okay. Yes, Veena ma'am. Yeah. A practice that you have done already, you find it more easy. And know something that you were not able to do also, like you found it difficult, you were able to, you try it out and strive to achieve it. Right. Others? Remember, this topic looks very simple, but this is the most hardest to achieve in the class. Okay, right. Yes. So you enable them to put a little more effort, Alicia. Innate interest to do something. Fine. Okay. So Neelam, you're writing about extrinsic and intrinsic here. Yeah. Okay. Kerry Foster's, right? Positive feedback helps the child to do better. Okay. We'll come to that actually, Mukampika. We'll come to that. Yes. Very true, Shampa ma'am. It again depends on the task, the level of the task. Right. Any other inputs? Any other inputs? Very true, Hina ma'am. If they are trying to do something out of their domain, it is because they are motivated. It can be anything that allows motivation to happen. Let us just look at what are the ingredients for motivation. One is the social aspect of the learning process. Sometimes it may be collaborative work that you have awarded or had in your class which led them to learn. Rewards associated with the learning process. That also may happen in your classrooms. Personal satisfaction in learning. Abba, I have achieved this, I've learned this. That feeling, na? That also tinkering aspect of learning, that is, no, you're allowing them to manipulate some variables, see how things are working. That also is a motivation factor. And finally, monetary benefits associated with learning. Okay. That is also a motivation factor. That is, if they are given 100% scholarship, if they achieve some ranks, that also becomes a motivation factor. So I want you to select any two from this. Just keep it in mind what you have selected. The ingredients of motivation. Yes, Shravanti, when students experience early success in the task, they will be motivated. You have picked two. Can I see a thumbs up if you have picked any two? You need not tell me, but I just want to know whether you have picked any two from these ingredients of motivation. Okay, Alicia has given. Others? Okay, Shravanti has given. I don't see. Okay, Shampa ma'am has given. Right, Veena ma'am has given. Okay, now the motivation that you have preferred, what is the type of motivation? You will have to share it on the Nearpod screen. 1 minute. I'll share the Nearpod link. Please type it out. This is the Nearpod link. See if you can work on it. What type of motivation do you prefer? What type of motivation do you think your students would prefer? Provide an example. And do you think motivation changes with age? The questions are, I'm sharing it in the chat box and in your WhatsApp. What type of motivation do you prefer? Please let me know if you're able to open the Nearpod. Able to open. You're able to see the question? Okay. Are you all able to open Nearpod? Okay, done.
Mr. Hasin, are you able to follow? Are you able to
No,
follow
ma'am,
the
it's
class?
asking 5-letter code actually.
It's their last one. Can you see? GHQ, G7QXC.
Okay.
Sorry, not that. RHJDU. Don't take this code. It's not working. Are you typing the answers? Okay, I'm able to see, right. Are you all typing? Because I'm feeling a dead silence and no, there is nothing coming out. So I am a little worried. Are you
Ma'am, I
able to
tried
understand?
typing it, but it is going to the previous page once again, the login
Yes,
page.
ma'am. 2 times
Twice I tried,
I,
ma'am.
yeah,
Oh,
even
yeah,
I
this
typed
time for
the
me,
answers
it's going
twice.
back to the login page. I'm not
Login
unable to type.
credentials. Yes.
So I thought
Um,
I'd type on a
But
notepad
now
and
I'll getting compliments. I'll try to post it, ma'am. I don't know. Yes.
yeah, I got it. Champa, I got it.
No, ma'am, I typed my
I
name
got
for
yours.
treatment.
Please
Something.
do type your name. Then only. Yeah,
It's
please do type your names. Please complete it fast, no, because we have an activities again. Okay, Sinduri. Okay. Please look at the third question also. Do you think motivation changes with age?
I'm not able to send. Can I send it in the chat box?
Yeah, you can send in the chat box.
Even me, ma'am, I could not. Not able to do it. Shall I do it in the?
Ma'am, I
Yeah, you
have
can put it in
chat
the
box.
chat box if you are.
Ma'am, I have put it in the chat box.
Yeah. Okay. Trial and error. Sorry, I was in mute. I'm commenting on your writing, but I didn't see that I was in mute. Yeah. It was like I can see your answers are very nice. Answers are really good. Okay. Good. So now that we know that motivation actually happens and it changes with age, there are two types of motivation, that is intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. So you have an article that is about intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Think about motivation types written by your friends. Analyze which is intrinsic and which is extrinsic. So it will be good that you can share one example of intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Let us not look at obvious rewards. Think of some other statements that generally you give to students which are considered as extrinsic motivation. Rewards are extrinsic, so that is known by everyone. Let us think about some statements. Okay, for example, okay, you have done very good. Is it intrinsic or extrinsic? Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, so is it intrinsic or extrinsic? When you say that you have done very well, is it
So it's an
intrinsic or
extrinsic one, ma'am.
Extrinsic
Appreciation.
only.
why do you consider it as extrinsic? Why do you consider it as intrinsic?
Ma'am, it's an appreciation, right, from the others.
Yes,
So it motivates us. No, no, ma'am. It's outside, from outside.
Outside, yes.
it's okay. Now it's an extrinsic motivation. That's something the teacher has given. Okay. Now my question is this type of motivation beneficial for the student, or are we hampering the student with this type of motivation?
Ma'am, it
Ma'am,
helps, ma'am.
It
it helps
helps.
only for a short time, then and there. Like for the
Okay.
rewards, the children will be doing.
So which age group does it help and which age group it does not help?
It can
Remember,
reach.
you have also left now, just now, like some of you have given the example of Kerry, okay, about one student doing very nicely. Instead of saying that you have done it very well, what did the teacher do? What do you think happens in the child? You are able to understand my question? In the case of Kerry, there was one student, okay, who was doing very well, but the teacher gave a very nice statement. You also, one of you picked it out and stated that here. Okay, I'm not going to reveal that statement. So why was that statement more important as a motivation rather than a blind, very good, you have done it very well? That statement.
Ma'am, I think so. I don't know whether I'm right or not. I'll just try. You have done very well will be something where we are just maybe limiting the child and giving it is like closed. Like, but when we are giving that particular child, well done, and you can keep on doing it better, we are ensuring that the child doesn't stop there, can keep on doing better and better. So something where we are also like leaving the child that okay, like appreciation as well as yes, the trying and the improvement can lead to the child to do much better in future also. So even we are not closing it there.
Very good. That's why I'm giving you a clap. It's very nice. So
Thank you.
when you say very good, it is actually you're closing the curiosity of the child, or you're not allowing them to take the motivation to the next level. Okay. You are putting a full stop there. Okay, never put a full stop, put a comma. Okay, a but is always better. So when you keep them on their toes, that actually helps them build themselves and get used to failures before success. Today, most of the toppers have
And
the
all the
problem.
signs that on page 9 and come for the trips, whether it's a campus.
Most of the toppers have the problem that they are afraid of failures, the fear of failure. And this fear of failure is actually making them not take risk and play on the safe side. That is the reason that the toppers are not able to move ahead with success, because already they have put a full stop wherever they have grown. Okay, so that type of motivation is, though it is beneficial for a short time, it is not a long time beneficial motivation. Okay, so now you think about those type of statements which you feel are motivators, but it is not going to be motivating for a long period of time, both extrinsic as well as intrinsic. Okay, can you think of some statements like that? Yeah, please.
Like, for example, if we are commenting on an artwork done by a student, we can say that the work that you have done can be appreciated, but it would have been better or more perfect if you had shaded the lighter parts and darkened the parts. So giving a step ahead, like you could have
Yes.
done it better if you had shaded.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Any other? See, for lower classes, I'll give you an example. Lower classes, they recognize colors. For example, let us look as EYs. They recognize color and color based on whatever color coding you have given. Fine, but what will be, you would say very good. Yes, but you can say good, you have done it good. But see that next time you draw within these lines. Right? Now, what happens? You have given the next level of challenge. You have not stopped it there. You have given the next level of challenge. Like how Champa ma'am said, instead of no artwork, you're saying, you can say, define the lines clearly next time. You have done a good work, but define the lines clearly next time. That, okay? And be specific in your feedback. Now, most of us have the habit of writing can do better. When I had the habit, but I understood now after taking this course, I understood that that type of feedback is not going to be beneficial for the child. What is that I want them to change? So that specificity is very essential when we are motivating also. So any other examples you can think of? Okay.
For handwriting, ma'am.
Yes, you
Yes.
can. You can.
Yeah.
But
So like,
handwriting, how will you go with specific motivation?
like yes, the like look wise it is good, but still the letter formation can be along with the line up and down.
Yes, yes, that is for the lower classes. Look at your strokes. Okay, your handwriting is good, but it will become better if you are
Using the
doing
strokes
along the
perfectly. Line
strokes
and
or limiting your letters within the lines, right? Kushi, you will have, you cannot say keep focusing on your goals. This is where I ask you to be very specific. Okay, for a student, remember, a goal is something very large. Okay, the day's objective that you have taken, you can take that itself and you can say, you have done
Small
this
goals.
good, but this area needs a little bit more refinement. Yes. Any other examples others can think of? There are lots of examples. I know. See,
I'm in science drawing,
yes,
ma'am.
yes. Yeah.
Science drawing.
Okay.
Done better.
How do you ask them to be more
And the
specific?
labeling should be done to one side.
Okay, labeling to one side. That looks neat. Neat.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Any other? See, when you go to your class, you will get so many examples because no, I want you to think on these lines when you are in the class, when you're writing your reflections also. That is the reason I'm asking you to focus. Okay. In your classrooms also, now that when you're discussing, your focus should be on how the student is answering very well, to make it slightly better. Always keep that if it's a higher classes, intrinsic motivation is the best. Yes. So intrinsically, how you can bring about that change in the student?
Ma'am, can I speak?
Yes, yes, Sindhu.
Ma'am, we can appreciate, for example, for a story writing or a paragraph writing, we can say that the student have done well. And we can also ask the student to find out his best one from the classroom, sharing with the peers.
Okay, but that big, okay, sharing with the peers. Now, when they find out the best one, what type of motivation does the other student get who has written it well?
He will be.
For the child, that becomes the best.
Yes, ma'am. So,
but what about the child whose sample you're taking?
He will be encouraged to find out what places he is making mistake.
Very good. Yes. Yes.
And
others can pinpoint also, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. Tehseen ma'am, you have any input? You are on mute. You are on mute.
I'll just type here.
Typing, you have done? Oh, I didn't see. You want to type. Okay. Okay, Revati has given you remain silent in this period. I shall let you go for PE the next period. Extrinsic. Okay, that's the whole class motivation. Okay. The answer in the next, very true. Champa ma'am, that's a wonderful example. You have solved the sum, but if you have verified the answer in the next step, it would have been better. That's a nice example. Yes, the passage is written well, but inclusion of few more jargons or new words would be appreciated. You can directly tell what the expectation of the context that words must be included. Yes, Kushi.
Yeah, ma'am. Paragraph writing, like where they can content is good, but punctuations are missing.
Yes. So you can ask them, you need to concentrate a little bit more on your punctuations. Okay. You can even ask them to learn about punctuations and come back, right? Completing a task in the given time will result in no extra homework. Fine. Yes.
And read,
again is a whole class motivation. Yes, Kushi.
Reading part, ma'am, like for example, if we give a small paragraph and they have taken that to read in 2 minutes, so the motivation next time they have to do it in 1 minute. So
very true. Yes. Now, all these that we have discussed are extrinsic motivation. Can you think about how to build intrinsic motivation among students? can you think about how to build about intrinsic motivation among students? If we use
Yeah.
good
Ma'am, if the
presentation.
child finishes any drawing, look how proud you are of your picture. You
That
just do
again is
it.
extrinsic. That's extrinsic. How will you increase the intrinsic motivation of the student? Curiosity of the unknown fact, very good. Yes, curiosity can.
Comparison, ma'am.
Yes.
Comparison, like comparing with others, like he has done with one thing, like 1 minute.
That is again extrinsic. And no, better avoid comparison. The reason is each one has their own individualistic performances or their own metrics. So we should avoid comparison. Curiosity is one. See, for example, if you're in a primary class showing some video, posing very true. Yes, Alicia. Yes, that can be a good challenge. Yes, that can also be a good intrinsic motivator. In smaller classes, okay. Now, when you bring like pieces of apple and all that, you ask them that we will make a fruit salad. Why are they so interested in bringing and doing? That's an intrinsic motivation. Though
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
based on taste, they want to do with others and eat with others. Yes. So that becomes an intrinsic motivation, something that you're doing as a group. Okay. Challenging a complex problem. Very true. Yes. Similarly, you ask them to find out problems in the school and come out with solutions. Okay, they are ready to do. And how many of you have students who are ready to become board leader, book leader, bulletin board leader? Why are they so interested? Are they getting any award for it? But that is something that they are intrinsically motivated to do. Extraction, more and more, you will be able to find different sheep method of your own. Maybe you will share your idea. Very true. Now that you have these Inspire programs, you can ask them to enroll as their unique idea and also put it. Yes. Choice and control over their learning, providing. Very true, Revati. That's 100% true. If they know which type of learning is actually beneficial to them and it's actually helping them do good, then definitely that becomes an intrinsic motivator. Yes, all of you are clear about intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Any questions that you have? Provide tasks that are challenging but achievable. Very true, Saujanya. It has to be challenging but achievable. Yeah. Any questions regarding intrinsic and extrinsic motivation or motivation in general? Any questions that you have? Very true, Shravanti, that is intrinsic. If they look at a picture of an animal and start asking questions relating to something that they have seen, yes, that is intrinsic. That is the curiosity that is coming out. Very true. Yes. Now, as teachers, we have to capture these curiosities that we have talked about, or these motivating factors that we have talked about in our lessons. Okay. See, as Neelam rightly, in higher classes, I know chemistry, they find it very boring. But no, if we can teach them and tell them, now I want you to find out a process by which we can extract so and so metal. We have studied it, but I'm not going to help it. I want you to go through the book and find a solution for it. So then, there will be a chemist among the class members. One of them will be definitely interested. They'll start working about it. Okay. Child working on see, all kids are interested in puzzles and riddles. Okay. The reason is it challenges them rightly and they're very curious to work about it. So a child working on a puzzle because they enjoy the challenge, sense of accomplishment that comes from solving it. That is why we said that different hormones that get released when we are actually doing things. That is the addiction part of it, dopamine. The good addiction actually helps them or brings satisfaction. Clear? Any questions till now? All of you are clear till here? Any questions? No questions? Okay. So next we'll move into mass loss. So mass loss already the article is given. So we'll be dividing it into 5 groups. Now remember, each group will discuss on the needs, physiological needs, group 1, group 2, safety needs, group 3, belonging and love needs, group 4 and 5, self-esteem and self-actualization needs in relation to your classroom. How do you think these can be achieved in relation to your classroom? I'll share it in the group and then I will divide. So this group discussion will be for 10 minutes. So before it's 11:24, 30 we will start the group discussion, 11:40 we will end, and you will have to give the examples, right? 11:50, 12 we will finish this activity. So you can take the break. After that, I will give you the breakout rooms. I have opened the breakout rooms. Yeah. Revati and Tehsin, Kushi, please join the breakout rooms. Shampa ma'am, join the breakout rooms.
Revati, I couldn't see you participating in any of the rooms. Were you finding it difficult to join?
Actually, we have a
Kushi, you also didn't join with Neelam?
I joined
You were
her.
actually. Okay, okay. So shall we go with the presentation? Okay, room 1, you can start
Yes,
with the
ma'am.
first level, that is physiological needs. Remember, you have to give the classroom examples of physiological needs that will affect the learning of.
Ma'am, Sindhuri will start.
Yes, ma'am. So according to um, Maslow's theory, it is a theory of motivational theory, which he highlights that human needs plays a very important role in the learning process. So where he highlights all the physiological needs, the human requirements for existence, that is air, water, food, clothing, shelter, sleep, safety. All of these are the basic needs that which students have to go for with before he step into the learning process. So this was actually encouraged by the government also, where they have introduced the midday meals, uniforms in the school, which were encouraging the bias education.
So actually, along with compulsory education, the government felt that even like meals and uniforms, they play an important role. Now, in our class schools, we have sessions on healthy eating so that the brain works properly for the students. And for the smaller kids, we have a breakfast break in the morning, breakfast session in the morning, where all children sit together and have breakfast. That is the initial step to satisfy these physiological needs. We see that students get fresh air by going out and playing in the playgrounds. Like we provide fresh, clean water, RO plants in our school so that clean water is supplied to the students. So these makes the students comfortable with their intrinsic motivation to study and get the concepts in a proper way in a classroom. So these are important for our growth.
Yeah, physiological needs, according to Maslow, is the first level of need that is required for any human in order to survive. Okay, so generally we say earlier what happened was students had lack of nutritional facility because of poverty. Okay, now because of excess of sophistication and the different types of food that is available, students are not eating. So that also causes nutritional deficiency. So as a teacher, we must be aware of these aspects because this is the first level that has to be satisfied in order to go higher. So if this level is not satisfied, remember, learning will not happen in your class. Okay. So that is what is very, very important for the teacher to understand, that if the child or the learner is hungry, then learning will not happen. So some teachers know what happens during lunch break. 5 minutes, I'll complete this topic and then leave you for lunch break. Okay, now that is not a good strategy. Remember, whatever you're teaching for that 5 minutes is not going to enter their head simply because all the students are hungry in their classes. Okay, so this aspect is very, very important, and understand always the stomach is related to the brain. Yes, so that is the first satisfaction or the first level of need that any human requires. It's not only as a learner. Remember, Maslow's theory is a basic of human needs theory that we study in economics, but now it is taken under motivation also in order that the teacher understands how it is applied towards education. Yes. Okay. Level 2. Group 2. Preeti and
Yes,
Preeti. Yes.
ma'am, R1 is based on the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where we are talking about the safety needs.
Mm.
So this comes under the second level of human motivation, which is actually following the needs like food, water, shelter. All these are coming under this particular need. And these needs include both the physical as well as the emotional security, ma'am. And when we break down into physical safety, it refers to protection from any sort of harm or danger or any sort of physical threats. Like like when we are talking about examples, it should be the particular environment should be a safe living environment where there is where it is like free from violence, any sort of danger, and also security from any sort of natural disaster, though we can't help, but some sort of prevention and all, and stability in health and protection from illness or injury. This is one of the physical safety. And when we come across with emotional safety and security, it is talking about something where we say law and order, where we are feeling protected by social structures like laws, and those sort of emotional safety, and protection from emotional harm, where we feel psychologically safe in sort of relationship or environments. And ma'am will explain with examples, ma'am.
So to add on what Preeti ma'am has told, so here I'm going to explain the strategies, classroom strategies with regard to safety needs. So how these safety needs can be implemented in the classroom. So by following these strategies, the first one is establishing clear rules and consequences. That is creating a sense of order and structure, and encouraging open communication. Open communication in the sense offering emotional support and security to the students, and creating a safe space, that is providing physical safety and protection to the students, and fostering a sense of community in the sense encouraging a sense of belonging and connection, and by being approachable and available. That is very much important. As teachers, we have to offer emotional support and security, and we just assure them that we are always there with them. And using positive language and reinforcement, that is encouraging a sense of control, and also encouraging students participation and engagement, where they also foster a sense of agency and participation. So by using these strategies, we can ensure safety in the classrooms, and also we can also help meet student safety needs, which is essential for creating a supportive and inclusive learning environment for the students.
So here, if we look at, when we look at safety, there are two types. One is external safety, another one is internal safety. When we are talking of external safety, the environment as such, the school environment, the neighborhood. Remember, there are laws which says that there should not be any wine shop in a certain distance of the school. Okay. There are certain laws in place. Those are placed in order to protect the child. Those are the external safety regulations that we are talking about. When we are talking about internal, how safe is the child to converse with the teacher? Okay. Can the child come and talk to you about all the problems that they are facing in life, including something that their parents have? Okay. Is the child so confident enough to come and talk to you? And do you maintain the confidentiality of the child? Okay. Then in your classrooms, do you discuss controversial topics? Okay. And provide a safe space for the student or the learner to present whatever is their thought process on these controversial topics. Remember, a classroom should be a safe environment. As you said, when you're saying open communication, it means that the space should be provided for talking taboo topics also. How much of that comfortness or comfortability you're providing for the students in order to present these is the second level of Maslow. When we talk of the first level, it is about the basic human needs. The second level is about the emotional needs, okay, of the student. So remember, these two types of sense of security must be present when we are talking about our classrooms. For example, there is a gender biased topic. A student stands up and talks very negatively about girls. Okay. Now, they should be immediately, the teacher cannot be bombarding the student and saying that, why are you talking like this? It's very bad to talk. Now, instead, going to the level and understanding why that student is talking on those lines, where exactly he has developed that negative feeling. That is where the sense of safety and security lies. And stopping the discussion there and not taking to the staff room and discussing it with other teachers that that boy has a negative attitude about the girls. This transfer of unwanted information, which creates a stereotype among others or a prejudice among others, should not be there. That does not give a sense of security. So when we are talking here about Maslow's, it is about all these feelings. Okay. Is the child able to approach you even if they have done mistake in some problems? Okay, ma'am, I'm not able to get the answer. I don't know where I have made mistake. Okay, instead of telling him, are you so silly? You can't follow a simple step. Asking them to rework, correcting them. That is where the level 2 is applicable. Okay, that is where we talk about safety and security. So when you're writing about Maslow, remember these levels. Okay, and the first level generally you will not be having, so you will have to present it as, since the students are from a upper or the background of a city background, the nutritional intake is taken care by the school, by the nutritional foods that are fruit that is provided by the school or by the parent, whatever that compasses your school. And next level should be talking about how your classroom arrangement is in providing this sense of safety and security.
Ma'am,
Okay.
I just have a doubt
Right.
here. So the
Yes.
emotional factors and the psychological factors are the same, ma'am, in that case?
Yes, when we are talking of emotional, then how does the emotion come? From where does the emotion come? It is a consequence of the psychological factors, isn't it?
Okay.
That's the reason. Third group, belongingness and love needs.
Ma'am, this also comes under the basic needs in Maslow's theory, where these are called deficiency needs. When they are satisfied, they no longer, help to a great extent in the motivation of the child. That is what the theory is telling us about. Now, example of this love and belongingness, basically children, it is very, very significantly prevalent among the teenagers, where they want to be accepted by their peers, by their group, for whatever they are and whoever they are. So in the process of wanting to belong to a group, children do certain things which are not, in the long run will work detrimental for them. For example, there is this one student, I would not like to, tell that it is an example of this school or previous school, but with my experience, there is this one kid in the, in a classroom where the kid has certain, their general personal hygiene is very bad. So because the personal hygiene of the child is very bad, there are many children who do not want that particular child in any group, peer, or collaborative activity. So in order for the child to be accepted, the child is very knowledgeable and a bookworm. So what the child tries to do is, the child is trying to show that they are very intelligent and they know many things, and they are trying to see if their peers will accept them, this particular child. So every time there is a class, before the teacher can complete the sentence, the child has 3, 4, 5 extra points to add on to that topic. So what is happening here is this is adding more to the irritation of the other children, because they are in the process of understanding. This child is jumping 2-3 steps ahead and teaching. So the children in the class are even more irritated and do not want to accept this child. So when we go, so what happens here? Actually, initially, I did not know why this was happening. Then later on, when we had a talk, I got to know it is not because of the child's attitude of talking like that. It is more because of the personal hygiene factor. So in order to make this child acceptable by others, every time when I teach a concept, I call out the child and say, do you have something to add on to this? So do you want to tell something? Then the child is not very, restless in raising the hand always and telling, I want to talk, I want to talk. That restlessness is curbed. And in the process, after the child tells 1 or 2 points, I said, now can we go ahead and ask 2 other children if they want to add something? So they also don't feel, very irritated and look at this child, she or he is trying to show off and kind of things. And when it comes to peer group activities, slowly they are starting to include this child in their team, which was not happening earlier. This is one example of love and belongingness needs, I feel, ma'am.
Very true, ma'am.
Saujanya,
Meena
you
ma'am,
want?
that was a very nice example. That was a very nice example. Yes, Saujanya.
Yes, I will take over this, ma'am. Actually, this is a very crucial level of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So here, once our basic needs for survival and safety are met, we turn our attention to the need for love and belonging. So this stage is centered around our desire for meaningful connections and relationships. Actually, this involves friendship, intimacy, trust, acceptance, and also receiving and giving that affection. You need building strong and supportive relationships here to develop a friendship. And developing close and personal bonds are required here, and trust and acceptance with our social circles or with our friends is very much needed. Experiencing and expressing that love and affection is very much needed. um, Love and belongingness, love needs and belongingness are vital for emotional well-being. It's actually emotional connection here. So they help us feel connected, valued, and supported in our interaction with others. And one example, classroom example, during the group projects, students feel a strong sense of friendship and support from their peers, are more engaged and motivated to contribute actively. So that's where the mutual connection develops.
Very true, very true. Please note these examples, because you're giving very nice examples. You can actually make a note in your assignment also, these examples. Okay.
Now I'm
Yeah.
concluding this, ma'am, by how to implement in the classroom. So once this love and belongingness fosters the support and inclusive classroom community where every student feel valued and connected. And the second point is encouraging collaborative activities and group work and peer interactions can build strong relationship among the students.
Very true, very true.
And even showing empathy and respect to create a caring and trusting environment so that even they can create the love and belongingness in this.
In the group, very true. See, even if you look at smaller kids, now we have talked about all adolescent age, but if you look at smaller kids, okay, you ask them to stand outside or ask them to go to a punishment corner or the silent corner, how do they feel? Okay, that is where this love and belongingness actually, they want to belong to a crowd. Okay, so if that is absent, they will not like it, or no, they get offended. So this is also a mandatory need, and no, we should not segregate students. Like as you said, Veena ma'am, where the personal hygiene is involved, it's better that whoever the student is, you call him and talk. Tell him that these are the areas that no, if you improve, definitely you will have friends. Okay, because no, it's a lifelong matter. See, even as adults, no, we avoid certain people for certain reasons. Yes, so that will be better if they can, the student can correct it during the school age. because growing up above the up after the school, correcting becomes very difficult. No one is going to tell them that these are the mistakes that you're making. Okay. Yeah. Next group.
Yes, ma'am. Our topic is esteem needs. The esteem needs are self-esteem needs and also the esteem of others. So this can be achieved by recognizing their independent work or creative work. Like
very true.
For example, like in a classroom, we can give them a problem to solve, and whoever solves it in a different way or in a good way, so we can give them yes, you have done a very good job in uh, solving the problem, and we can appreciate that person in front of the entire class. So that
now again, remember, you're going back. There is another topic that we have dealt. Neelam, you should not go back on that. Remember, self-esteem caters to something else. So no, you should not go back again on that. Just now we said you cannot, you will be appreciating you've done a good work.
Ma'am, it will build the self-esteem when we recognize the creativity or
I can understand. You have to build the self-esteem. But how will you tell that?
Like you have done a good job, but yes, you can do more better than that.
Yes. Remember that becomes, that is very, very important, because why we are discussing Maslow is self-esteem and self-actualization is actual motivation that happens in your class. So when you're connecting it, you have to connect it with the motivation of sustaining it, not stopping it. Okay. Yes, Neela.
Yes, ma'am. Then I would like Khushi ma'am to go ahead with this.
Yeah, ma'am. So like according to Maslow's theory, like yes, yeah, she told like self-esteem includes like feeling proud of their achievements and also respect from others for the work they have done. So like we can do some certain things where we can encourage, they boost their self-esteems. Like we can give leadership roles and responsibilities to them and given assigned task, and the if for example if you have given a group project and they have presented it very nicely in the leadership of him or her, then we can take that and keep it on a wall frame where they can feel proud of it also. And second is like that is a display of the work, and we can give the compliments from the peer. It can be maintained in a book, like how we maintain the portfolios and all. They can also maintain a book where teacher can write the give the words for them, or the students can give the words for them.
That
like
you
it
already
can
have, isn't it? HPC is that, right?
yeah ma'am. So and
HPC
also
carries. Yes.
yeah, and always like we have to praise their strengths. So always if we motivate them, or like if we make them to know their strengths, then obviously they will work more on that and they will come with more challenges. And we need to create some challenges where they can beat their own work, own best work.
Yes.
So
very
this
true.
is like complementation book where we can do, and also like student of the month, where like for example if a student is not doing a homework regularly, so we can tell them like if he is doing the homework for the whole week, so if we can do it, it can be a we can give like student of the week, and also like the one who have completed everything on day. But we have to cross check on it.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Last group, because I'll come back to this, I'm not saying anything. Now, the self-actualization part, the last
Yeah.
group.
Yes, ma'am. So the topic is self-actualization. So this is the last one, ma'am, where they have the desire to become the most that one can be. So here, instead of focusing of psychopathological things, that what goes wrong about the people, here Maslow has formulated that he has related it to the human behavior, that they have to focus on what goes right. So here they have focused more on the human potential, ma'am, and he says that each one has their own potential of fulfillment. So all may not have a same zeal or same goal or same potential of same topic on same topic. So here human motivation is based on people seeking the fulfillment and change through personal growth. Here, self-actualized person are those who fulfill and going all through their capability. So each one has their own capability and they will be working out on it to have a personal growth and discover that it is a person throughout the personal life. So it is not static, map. It's always becoming. So once a person has fulfilled one goal, so he will set the other one to achieve more. And it is different for each and everyone as each person has their own potential. So some may be good in creative arts, some may be in literature, some may be in sports or in the classroom. So it's our responsibility to know the student where his potential. We should not compare with each other. Why he, why not you? So each one has their own strength and own potential, and they have to work on their own potential, ma'am, instead of comparing with others. And this will be achieved only once they get experience or they get a positive feedback about what they are doing, about their potential. And this self-actualization is a continuous process, ma'am. Becoming rather than perfect, one reaches and happy ever after. This is not for someone we are showing, ma'am. This is only for our personal encouragement or satisfaction we are doing this. Like examples, like when it comes to the examples, ma'am, there are more in the class. Instead, like example, a teacher should create an opportunity for I mean in different encourage the creativity, imagination and exploration through open minded activities like drawing, storytelling and role play. We should provide them opportunities, ma'am, for problem solving and critical thinking that allows the children to express their unique interests and talents. So here, setting up example, like we can set up the play-based environment, ma'am, where children can choose the activities that they are interested, such as building blocks or imaginative role playing, and fostering the creativity and curiosity. So even at the young age, encouraging the children to explore these interests and develop a sense of agency supports lifelong learning, ma'am, and personal fulfillment.
Okay. Okay. Right.
Going
Who's
forward, Alisha will be continuing.
Alicia? You are able to? I think she's again got stuck.
Ma'am, shall I continue, ma'am? So there are few characteristics of self-actualizers. So as we have known, like as I have told you that the potential of each and everyone will be varying and their goals will be different. So each and everyone has to set their own they have their own characteristics. When Maslow has done a survey, he has taken 18 students, ma'am, 18 people, including Abraham Lincoln and Albert Einstein, and Maslow has identified 15 characteristics of self-actualized persons who are successful in their journey, ma'am. So they are like they perceive reality efficiently and can tolerate uncertainty. So accept themselves and others for what they are, and spontaneous in thought and action. Few are problem centered, not like self centered. An unusual sense of humor they have. Few people are having unusual sense of humor, and few are able to look at life objectively. And certain members, I mean, few people are having highly creative. They are very creative, and they have resistance to enculturation, but not purposely unconventionally. So, concern for the welfare of the humanity. Few people are very concerned for the welfare of the society or humanity, ma'am, and few are capable of deep appreciation of basic life experiences. And few are established deep, satisfying interpersonal relationship with few people. And few have peak experiences they have shared. That's the reason they are very successful. And need for privacy. Few have told that they have democratic attitudes, and a few are having a strong moral and ethical standard. So out of 18 persons or 18 people whom he has done a survey, these are the different characteristics of each successors who has achieved the self-actualization, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, coming, she has given all the examples also, but how to relate it to a student. Okay. When we talk about students, we actually look at the fourth level, that is the self-esteem level. If the student has achieved the self-actualization level, That means the student is intrinsically motivated. Whatever you tell, the child will grow. Okay? Or the child will try to achieve the goal that they have set for. That is what is self-actualization means. So self-actualization is achieved only when the first 4 levels are achieved. Now, generally, the student, any human being looks for you. I think all of you would have seen this cartoon where a person goes in a cycle and he looks at a scooter and he say, I wish I had a scooter. Yes, then a person going in the scooter, he will be riding the scooter, looking at a family in the car and think that, wish I had a car. Now the person going in the car, he drives and he thinks, the person going in the cycle, he sees, wish I had a cycle and a life like that. Yes, so it is different levels that we look forward. So each minute we set a different goal and try to achieve it. Similarly, when we look at needs, the basic needs, then the safety needs, then the love and belongingness, if all these 3 are achieved, then the next level you will have to target and achieve. If you take the student till the self-esteem level, then automatically then they will strive to achieve the self-actualization level. So how can we look forward to achieve the self-esteem level of our students? It can be either extrinsically or intrinsically motivated, but the way that you approach this motivation is very important. Okay, so can you think of some examples? Already few of you have given, even Veena ma'am's example where she says that, no, I asked the student to come or stand up and tell me the points related. Remember, it is catering to the self-esteem of the student. Though love and belongingness was the child's requirement, but without her knowledge, she was actually catering to the self-esteem of the child, which is a higher need. So that is the reason the child felt more comfortable in looking forward for answering. Okay. So that is something that we have to understand where self-esteem actually comes. Okay. So there you have self-esteem of students. So can you just write one strategy that you can think of that will motivate your learners? Any one example or strategy that you think can change the level of your thinking of your learners? So, incorporating student choice and voice, very good. Peer collaboration strategy and activity, very good, right? Anyone else has encourage reflection. Very good, right? Yes, Kushi, you want to say something? Building confidence. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
Like I told
Yes.
ma'am, I have done that whole brain teaching. In that there was an
Yes.
activity called Super Improvers Wall. So there was a strategy where like we will keep one chart which has 7 to 8 levels, like starting from beginners next to some, like they have 8 levels, like just like a game. So every student was given a card for the first level. Like first level it will be in white color, then yellow, then green, the color changes. So to attain the next level they need to get the 10 stars for the first level. So it was a very nice, like by the whole year it is done. They have to reach the super improver wall. They have to complete that wall and reach it. It's like a wall frame. So that was a very good strategy at that time. It was like it went on very nicely. But it is a continuous progress. Every month we need to progress them and give stars for weekly. We have to give stars for their work and appreciate them for that. Every student,
Very
it's
nice.
not like this one, every student, because it's just like a level game, like how we go to the next level for the game in the game. So they used to like play like a game only. So I need to go for next level, I have to go, I have to be in that level. They used to go do like that.
Very nice. Okay, displaying achievement or growth graph. Okay. Recognizing and rewarding achievements and progress by encouraging collaboration and teamwork. Fine. Yes. I'll just share some of the strategies that are given by Cambridge. Using tasks based on active learning approaches, using collaborative pair or group work, make sure all students experience learning success early in their lesson, creating inclusive classroom, right? Providing student with constructive feedback and guide future learning, encouraging students to assess their own learning, using question techniques that develop students' higher order thinking skills, involving students in their assessment process. Okay. So these are all, that's the self-assessment, peer assessment part of it. So these all will help them motivate the learners, help us motivate the learners. So these are some of the strategies that can be used. So when we look at active learning approaches, you have multiple strategies that can be used as active learning approaches for developing and motivated or engaging classrooms. Okay. So you remember, if your students are motivated, your classroom is always engaged. Okay. Just because you have an engaging classroom doesn't mean that the students are motivated. You got the difference? Any questions here? Any questions? You understood what I said? If you have a motivated classroom, then automatically your students are engaged. But if you have an engaging classroom, doesn't mean your students are motivated. It doesn't mean. Maybe because of fear that they are completing or they are acting as if they are engaged. Remember, many a times you would have seen students just opening the book and sitting. You ask them, their mouth will be moving. But actual reading is happening or not, we don't know. Yes. So recently I came across one student who wrote tables, no, from 12 to 20 times. When I took the book and asked, tell me 19 table, he said, ma'am, I have not learned the table. He was engaged in the activity, remember, he's engaged, but he is not motivated to learn. He's not motivated to learn. So that's the difference in when we are looking at motivation and engagement. So coming back to today's session, before giving the homework, I'd just like to go back to the objectives or the key questions So did you have a personal understanding of the term motivation? Did you understand what is meant by motivation? Why is motivation considered an important part of the learning process? Did we understand? What is the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation? What teaching methods and learning activities in your current classroom practice do you think engage and motivate your students? There were very good examples also given, right? What teaching methods and learning activities in your experiences as a learner engaged and motivated you? That was your pre-class activity. Okay, what is your learning? When did you learn? That was the pre-class activity. So based on curiosity, based on challenge. So that was how you learned. So now for this week's homework, the second question of your evidence of learning. Identify the teaching methods and learning activities you choose in your current practice that engage and motivate your students to learn. Briefly explain why you choose these teaching methods and learning activities. Remember, this is the reason I told you, note down the examples that you're talking about because you will have to put them in your EOL. Okay, with relation to the theory that you're going to read. Okay. You can explore theories or use the research articles that I have given. It's not an issue. Yes. Any questions you have? Any questions? Anyone having doubt in the e-portfolio? Anyway, this is recorded, so you can again go through. Those who are not having, please excuse me. I will not be available till Tuesday. So you can just message me. I will check it out and I will give you. Neelam, I think yours we did it the other day, right?
Ma'am, I have not received the email till today, ma'am. I have checked promotions. Everywhere I have checked, ma'am.
1 minute. Because I remember putting your email ID.
Ma'am, I got my Cambridge mail, but the thing is like it is showing the registration expired and all. Now I tried to re-register. I just sent a
No,
link.
don't re-register. What you do is just click the mail and click forgot password. It will come
Not
tomorrow.
able to open, ma'am. The moment I click the link, it is showing like the link expired. Not able to open
No,
anything.
the site that I gave you, remember?
Ma'am, the link what you have given, you know, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, the link you have given in the chat box, right? Even for
Yes.
me in the mail, it was the same. But when I clicked on the link, it is working.
It's
Okay,
working?
it's working.
Yes, ma'am.
Saujanya, click
when I have clicked on the link, it is
on
working.
cambridgeinternational.org.
Okay.
Play that link that I've given. Type your password in email there and click forgot password.
Okay.
Ma'am,
Got it?
if we have saved the password at that time, it is automatically registered, ma'am. I'm able to open it.
Yeah. Just a minute. Neelam, what was your mail ID?
NILAMRATH OCIMUM@gmail.com.
1 minute. I'll take it. Just give me a minute. Just a minute.
Chat, ma'am, personally.
No, 1 minute. I'm just checking your. Yeah, Neelam Rath, it's there.
Yes, ma'am.
One minute, let me just copy the mail and I'll again try. But just Neelam, I'll have to recreate for you.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I have shared the email ID with you on chat, ma'am.
Yeah, you have 1 minute, 1 minute. Add user. Need. Neelam. First name is Neelam, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Last name is?
RATH.
Okay. Check if you're getting, because in the com part, one more extra M is added. Come. Yeah, you have got the activation link. Check.
Yes, ma'am. I got it. I received. Yes, ma'am. I
Refresh
have
it.
received it.
Right. Anyone else
Yes.
has issues? All of you tried?
Ma'am, mine also is showing the link has expired, ma'am.
1 minute. There is seen 1 minute. User ID. And let me see what is your mail ID. What is your mail ID, ma'am?
Tehseen Rafia 123.
Can you repeat?
Tehseen Rafia TAHSEEN
Tehseen, yeah, 123
at Gmail.
Tehseen Rafia @gmail.com. Okay. Just let me try once more.
Ma'am, can we leave, ma'am?
Just a minute, just a minute. Your feedback you will have to. Please fill the feedback form.
Ma'am, the same link, any changes? Nothing, right?
Nothing.
Sudha ma'am?
Just check Tehseen.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
Otherwise, type your email and give forgot
You have
password.
been
Any
sent a
other queries?
registration email. Please click.
I didn't get it, Tehseen.
I'm just trying to log in, ma'am.
Okay.
You get the link,
And
Tehseen?
I'll just use that and I'll just try to log in again.
Yeah. Any other questions anyone has? Or
Sudha
can
ma'am,
we
any
call it a day?
changes in the feedback link? Nothing, right? I can post.
No, nothing.
Okay, I'm posting it, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
should we send the
You have to send the email in the to info@trainer@ambitiousworldschool.com. Both the emails you have to.
Ma'am, can you please
Okay.
type those emails in the chat box if possible?
Already sent to you info@FESDA.
Okay, that one. Okay.
Check you. And another one is trainertl@ambitiousworldschool.com. The first session we have shared the emails.
Okay,
Okay.
sure. Okay.
Yeah. Shilpa has put it. Yeah. I've also put my email, or Shilpa has also done. Yes. So
Thank
if
you.
there are no questions, yes, we can call it today. And please inform others also to attend these sessions, because otherwise what to write, you will be having a confusion. Okay. Yeah. So thank you and have a nice day.
Happy Onam, ma'am.
Ma'am, have a
Thank
nice
you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank
Happy
you.
Onam, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Happy Onam, ma'am.
Thank you.
Happy
Thank you.
Onam. Have a nice day, ma'am. Happy Onam.
Thank
Preeti.
you. Thank you. Alicia, I can understand. Don't worry. Next time you will get it connected. Today, actually, I missed your answers. Now also audio is not coming.